into the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, AfterBuzzers! Are you gonna sing it this time? La 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 la. We were trying to stay all night and then you're gonna go home. We were trying to remember the words to this song, and we won't stop. Some of us remembered, obviously, and just others of us did not. Well, you did really good on the la 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 la. Anyway, guys, I'm Heather Gardner. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, HeatherGTV. We're live right now. You can tweet us right now. I got my phone right here. I might pay attention.
You can tweet me at Kristin_Strange and Instagram as well.
All right, listen. We've got so much to talk about because we had to take a break yesterday because we are in fabulous new studios.
Yes.
So we had to take a break last week, so we got 2 episodes to talk about. Last week's episode 12, which was called Ready or Not, and then last night's episode, the season finale, quite the tearjerker, called La Dolce Vita. Shall we kick it off? I know, right?
Yeah.
Shall we kick it off with last week's episode?
Ready or Not. Yes.
Ready or Not. Okay.
Frenemies, my favorite thing.
Why is that your favorite thing? That's like my least favorite thing.
They're not my favorite thing to have, but they're my favorite thing to watch. I was wondering why she went out with her friend. Like, she called her a frenemy. Why are you gonna go hang out with her?
Because that happens when you live in a cool place like Boston or LA.
I was gonna say, I live in a cool place. I don't get lunch with frenemies. I don't have time for that.
People call me all the time. I'm like, oh, I haven't talked to you in like 6 years. Yeah, stop by. I do it all the time.
Really?
Yeah, but they're not like mean.
No.
They're nice, but
I know.
still.
I just don't have time for that. Like, why am I gonna waste my time with someone that I don't even really like?
April has a lot of time on her hands.
This is true.
She doesn't have a job.
I guess if I had a lot of time on my hands, I would do it.
If you had cancer, you might want to reach out to old friends.
Maybe she thinks that she could like help her out in some way.
Or one-up her. I think that was her goal, was to one-up her.
Yeah.
Because April decided she wanted to write a memoir about her life. It's getting shopped around to different publishers. Mm-hmm. One publisher was interested.
Booksmart. Can we talk about that name?
What's the reference to? Booksmart? Book?
Kmart? Walmart? PetSmart?
Who knows? Anyway, she wants a book, but her frenemy decided that she was going to jack her idea. Which was rude, quite rude.
That was so messed up that she tweeted the exact same thing that she said. I was like, seriously, you were just... Did you think she's not going to find out? You and your thousands of Twitter followers?
Well, some people don't even care. I love how they were mentioning, like, the Instagram stuff, too. It's like, you get so many followers. Oh, my gosh, you have, like, 1,000.
She's like, yeah, I get 2,000 likes for, like, a picture of my cat. I'm like, I want to be like, how?
I know, right? Seriously. I need to up my Instagram game.
Tell me your secrets.
Right. She was cute. That's a secret. Well, she gets the book idea, and I mean the girl's pretty good. She got a job at Vogue right out of college. Some magazine.
She's writing for Cosmo.
Cosmo, that's right.
Which used to be my dream.
It used to be your dream?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I guess it's still kind of a dream, but I don't know what I would write about.
Yeah, well, Chasing Life, perhaps.
I know.
Anyway, so she decides she wants to write her own memoir too. She literally takes all of April's ideas and starts shopping it around to her own publisher.
What pisses me off is she had a skin cancer scare.
Oh yeah, they got all concerned because like apparently she had cancer too. April thought this whole time she had cancer. She was like, oh, I feel so bad. She has cancer too. No, she did not have cancer. She had a skin cancer scare.
And how can... When you read the book, wouldn't you be like, this girl didn't even have cancer. No one's going to identify with that. If I have cancer, I'm not going to read a memoir about a person who almost had cancer.
I mean, the publishers kind of liked it.
Well, yeah, because it was funny.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But, like, in the end, the end game of the book, like...
She thought she had herpes.
Right. That's hilarious. It would make a great blog. April was right. Yeah.
Well, either way... April, she tries to go to this publishing party. Is that what it was?
It was for book release for some other
author, but there was going to be a lot of important people there. So April wanted to go and kind of smooch her way to get her book signed because her agent was kind of concerned, saying that there could only be,
let's put quotations, agent.
The quote-unquote agent who doesn't have an office, was concerned that they were only going to pick one of the memoirs since they were very similar, which is, that's true. Publishers do that. So she wanted to go try to smooch her way and rub up against some of the hotshot people to try to get her book sold instead of the other girls. But she runs into a little problem. She can't get in.
And she uses her cancer for evil.
That was really evil.
I would have been so upset if I was Dominic.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she starts
convulsing.
That was a really good fake seizure, though.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good job.
Until the commercial came back, I was a little concerned.
Yeah. Oh, I thought she did because that's so out of character for her.
Oh, yeah.
To fake a seizure to get in somewhere.
And Dominic still has feelings, so obviously he was concerned.
Even if he didn't have feelings, his friend just convulsed. I would be freaking out too.
I don't understand where that security guard went, though. It's we're gonna call an ambulance, and then all of a sudden she's just gone, and then they sneak in. Yeah, that was not a very good security guard.
I think that when they took her somewhere, they were like, oh, let's get you to a table. So they took her in to a table to sit down, and then the people started working on her inside.
Sneaky. Yeah. Very sneaky. Yeah. Dominic was right to be completely pissed at her.
Yeah.
So
he still loved her, though. He was
I know.
I don't want to talk about it, though.
Yeah, okay, we'll get to that. We will get to that. Other big things that happened in last week's episode, Brenna and Finn just took their relationship to the next level.
Yeah.
Is this a good thing, though?
I think that was a bad decision.
Exactly. You're it's not a good decision.
But then also, his parents, I know that they want him to be normal, but teenagers are teenagers. Even if they have cancer, they still have hormones, and they're still gonna have sex.
Yeah, but if sex could kill me, I might rethink that.
I don't know.
Even as a horny teenager,
I feel like people.
You feel like you would be one to have.
No, I feel like people often take risks for sex, and it's true though.
Listen,
people do it all the time.
It ain't that good.
You know how many people have sex without birth control, and they're like, it might not happen. Let's just see. That's a risk. Not a risk that's going to kill you, but a risk that's going to get you pregnant, which we'll get to.
It's a little different, okay? It's a little different. Condom or no condom, death or no death.
No, I know.
Condom, coffin. No big deal.
But still, he's probably one time probably won't hurt. And he's 17? And he's probably a virgin.
Probably.
And,
it was sweet. I'll give you that. It was a really sweet moment. They went to the, junior ball?
Yeah, it was
something
really
like that.
cute.
Some dance together. Beth made Brenna a dress. It was really cute. Yeah, it was so cute. And it was a sweet moment. And they talked about it. She's very concerned, obviously, because her sister's going through very similar situation. So she's obviously concerned, but they ended up doing it anyway, like teenagers do.
I feel like I don't know that whole lot about cancer. But couldn't he have kept his mask on and because that
wouldn't have been a buzzkill. Condom in the wrong spot.
I know it would have been a buzzkill, but maybe it would have made it a little safer. I don't know if the other part of sex can make you ill also.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the cancer sex.
No, me neither. But I know he has to keep that thing on, so I was like, well, technically, he could keep that on and still have sex, if he wanted to do both. But he made a bad choice. And obviously he wanted it to be good sex, so he took it off. But, they made a poor life decision. It was a sweet gesture. I love Finn. Yeah. I love them together. But it was a poor life decision. Yeah. And then he ended up getting sick in the next episode.
We're not there yet.
I know.
We're not there yet.
Jump ahead.
Another possibly poor life decision, Beth.
Oh my God.
So talk about someone who needed a condom.
I know. I thought that this was the biggest
shock.
It came out of nowhere.
Leo dies. We're cool.
Beth pregnant? I thought that came out of nowhere. I know
I didn't expect it to either.
I all of a sudden she's sitting on the toilet and I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, can you come in here? I'm like, she's pregnant.
Yep.
She's pregnant?
She's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
She is.
That's blowing my mind still.
It's sweet though. She finally has a good relationship.
No, I know. Well, he's good now. But maybe he won't be, but he did react really well to the news later on. But
we're not there yet. Oh my gosh, stop jumping ahead. Actually, we can jump ahead because
my biggest question from the whole Beth is pregnant thing was, girl, aren't you on birth control?
Right? Because that girl gets around.
Yeah.
She's had like 3 boyfriends in the last 2 episodes.
And you would think, like, okay, I'm single and sleeping around. I'm also really driven. Maybe birth control is something that I need.
Well, she's gone under a lot of stress. Okay, she just quit her job. Her best friend is dying.
So do you not take
She had
birth
to make
control?
that one dress for Brenna. I mean, for reals. Life happens.
So you don't take birth control? Maybe
listen,
she lost
like
her
I
health
said,
insurance.
this is a poor life
so she couldn't get it refilled.
Obama makes birth control free. Pretty much.
It gave me stress, though, thinking about it, because I was like, come on, Beth. Like, you're a smart girl. Like,
are you sure about this? Beth makes some really awful life decisions.
She does make some really awful life decisions. But you know what? Birth control is not a bad, like a life decision. It's like a necessity. I make terrible life decisions too, but I never make bad life decisions about birth control. That's important.
You're laying a lot of things on the table tonight, aren't you? What else do you make poor life decisions about?
I'm very serious about birth control. I don't understand.
As any young woman should be.
I don't understand
especially who has 3 boyfriends in 3 episodes.
And I feel like Beth is, like, she makes poor life decisions, but she is all around, like, a really smart person that would be thinking, like, I don't want to have a kid right now.
I don't know. She seems a little aloof to me.
Oh, you think?
I think so.
I always thought she was very smart. I was like, she seems like she would be on top of it. April, I could see.
She's smart, but she's a mess. Her life is a mess.
That's true.
Her life is a total mess. She doesn't even know what to do about her job. Again, she's had 3 boyfriends in these short amount of episodes that we've seen.
True.
She's always going back and forth about all kinds of things. Every single day she picks a fight with April.
That's true.
Her life is a mess.
I do like Josh, though, and I think he's really cute. And I think he's a stand-up guy. A pharmaceutical rep is a great choice.
He's probably making good money, too.
He is. I know. He can support her and her baby. Exactly. She can be a stay-at-home mom. He can move in.
She doesn't want that, though. She wants a career.
But you know what? She could, like, do it part-time for a while, part-time dress designing, and then, you know, transition over time. Yeah. Because, you know, babies take a lot out of you.
Babies take a lot out of you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that.
I'm about to say, I don't know. I've heard.
Just hanging out with them for a while takes a lot out of me, though.
I can assume that a baby takes a lot. I don't know. All right, moving on to last night's episode, the season finale.
I know.
Can we start with the tears?
I know.
I might need to.
I didn't actually cry. But
I wanted to.
I know. I was almost there. Like, if I had been upset about something in life, I might have cried.
If you had a Beth moment, you might have cried.
If I had found out I was pregnant, I might be crying during that episode.
All right, well, speaking of, Beth absolutely finds out she's pregnant. Her and April go to the doctor for a complete blood test. I know, it was really sweet. Yeah. She was unsure if it was boyfriend 1, 2, or 3, you know, because that's how she is.
She didn't sleep with the second one. She didn't sleep with the second one.
She slept with the old one, which is really the second one and the first one. It could have been
Graham or Josh.
Yes.
Luckily, it was Josh, though.
Yeah, because if I had to see Graham on that screen and them trying to work it out together, I'd be like, no, I'm not watching this show anymore.
I feel like she got the better one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. She did.
Yeah.
So Beth is officially pregnant.
Crazy.
She can't decide what she wants to do, though, because, again, she is a young woman in her 20s who's trying to create a career for herself, who has a lot of options, as the doctor pointed out, as any young woman does. So later on, she does decide, though. She's going to keep the baby, which I think is the right decision.
Well, she didn't actually say she was going to keep it.
She alluded.
But she did say she wasn't going to get an abortion. She pretty much said she wasn't going to get an abortion. But she did say she was going to stay pregnant. But maybe she'll choose adoption.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Mm-hmm. But something tells me the boyfriend.
I think she'll end up
keeping it. She's in a committed relationship. Yeah. So
but I mean, they've also only been together for what, like 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
2 episodes.
Yeah. It hasn't been that long.
Who knows? Okay, some sad news for April, though. We find out that her clinical trial is not working. She gets a paper cut. She cannot stop bleeding, which is a telltale sign. She just bleeds and bleeds and bleeds. She goes to the doctor, and they basically tell her she's out of options, which is
that guy
heartbreaking. Doctor? I know, right? What? Get a little bedside manner, right? Why don't you? Gosh.
He was like, so let's figure out how to make your days comfortable.
Yeah, she like freaks out as
that's
anybody would, right?
I freaked out. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean we're making her comfortable? I didn't know it was going that fast. I felt like it was.
But her other doctor, said that there were a few more options. They could look for another trial, which they did, which we later find out is not an option. But then also the transplant. Natalie's still a half donor, full donor. she still has options in the donor category. Now, they wanted the cancer to be gone before they actually did the transplant, but it's not the case. It's not happening. But they're really like at a Hail Mary here. It's like, we got to try something.
Yeah.
Anything to try to stop this.
I think that the reason he must have said that, because I like to think he's still a good doctor, is just because a lot of people in that position probably just say, I don't want to do any more like fail. Let's just cut our losses and let me live out.
I thought the scene...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Because I think that like ahead, going forward, she's just going to get sicker as she keeps going through these options.
For sure.
So it's going to be like, it's just going to make her worse. And she's, she still might die, and then she's been worse the past couple months, whereas, like, right now, her life is fairly normal, except for that she's living with cancer.
Right. And she doesn't have a job.
Right.
And her husband died.
And she's really rich.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but other than that, she's really normal.
Yeah.
No, I thought the scene where she told her family was really strange. Like, she just walked in, still holding her coat, shoes still on, everything. Oh, by the way... clinical trial, and then her mom, basically she's saying, like, I'm gonna die, and I mean, they were shocked, but like, no tears, no nothing. Like, the mom was like, oh.
I think that they've all probably kind of been preparing themselves for it.
Really, you think?
Yeah.
How do you prepare yourself for that?
I don't think you do, but like, you have to, in the back of all of their minds, they're thinking like, she might not have that much time left.
Right.
Like, you have to be thinking that when you have a cancer as serious as hers, that there's a possibility, no matter how much you try, it's still gonna win. So
yeah, I just thought, I don't know, it was a really sad moment. And then she still decided to go to Italy, which I thought also was a bit strange, because her doctor has told her before she needs to stop traveling. Right. This girl has been all over the country, okay? She's been everywhere. Yeah, that's what I meant. All over the world. Everywhere. She just likes to travel. But I don't know.
But that's good, because that was on her bucket list.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't be thinking bucket list. I'd be thinking fight this. When she says that, she's like, I'm going to come back. I'm going to cleanse my system.
I would be thinking bucket list.
Bucket? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
If someone was like, you have cancer, and, no matter what you do, you still might not make it, I would be like, okay, let's start me a GoFundMe page. But there was an option. So I can go to Italy.
There was an option, though, the transplant.
No, but it's an option, but it's like, even her doctor was like, it's still an option, but it's like, chances of working aren't seeming high.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. All right. There was also another situation in the family with George. Now, they discovered a few episodes ago that George he didn't kill his brother per se, but he didn't prevent it from happening.
Yeah. He assisted in him killing himself.
Yeah. I was a little hazy on those details, to be honest, but
he didn't save him.
Right. He just let him die. And it happened in Florida. And as they pointed out, Florida is not a right to die state. So George can be facing criminal charges here. And the reason that this is coming up is because Natalie and her mom Olivia have decided to shop their dad's book around to try to get basically a ton of money. I mean, can you imagine,
oh yeah.
I think Dr. Seuss's family just did the same thing, like the last book of Dr. Carver, pretty much the last book that would sell tons.
Oh yeah.
If he was as beloved as everybody says he is.
Right.
So they're just money hungry. They're just trying to get what's theirs. And in the process, they're bringing George down with him.
I know. I think that's so messed up.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if she had any feelings, Olivia, if she had any feelings for Thomas at any point, you would think that she would want to protect the people who are closest to him. Like, I get her being upset.
I was about to say, if she had feelings, of course she had feelings, but you have to also remember that for 20 some odd years, she was the other woman.
I know.
She had a kid and she was always second rate.
But she's happily in another relationship that she's been in for a long time.
Yeah, but I think after 20 years, you don't get over something like that.
Yeah.
Being the secret other family of another family, and then after seeing how well off the other family is, and this life that they have that she probably wanted with Mr. Carver.
Yeah, no, I get that. But, I mean, you still,
I'm not defending it.
Yeah.
I think it's really messed up, but I'm just saying I understand.
I just feel like she's an adult. Be the bigger person and be like, you know what, this sucks. Thomas was an asshole. And he fucked up. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
I don't think you are allowed to say that.
He screwed up.
better.
And he made all these bad life choices that his family had no idea about. Like, what's the mom's name? Sarah. It's not like she was like Thomas. You know that other family you got down there?
Yeah, she didn't know.
You should treat them like second rate. She had no clue. So, like, I don't know.
Why she's taking it out on them.
It's like it was his bad decisions that had nothing to do with them. And yeah, like, they got the better life, but they didn't even know. So it's like taking it out on a child. Like taking something
But
out
I think all she sees is an opportunity to make herself some money.
I know.
Because the book, I mean...
And to, like, get her revenge is what she wants. She wants revenge.
Right.
And it's just, it's revenge. You're going to get revenge at the cost of George going to jail. And...
She doesn't care about George.
I know.
She doesn't care. Honestly, Natalie's the only one who has any, like, relationship with the family. She don't care about that family.
I know, but, like, wouldn't you feel bad if
I feel bad.
Sent someone to jail, even if it was someone you don't have a relationship with, if you, like...
But would I feel bad if he killed my lover? You know, I don't know.
I don't know.
See, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
I think it's wrong.
I just feel like she should be an adult. Like, she's a mom. She should be an adult. She should have gotten to the point by now in her life where she's like, I'm moving on. And, yeah, he was a jerk. And
thank you.
Put it in your past. Move forward. You got a great new boyfriend. Or not a great old boyfriend that you've had for a while. Move on with him. Like, create a life, create new memories, be there for your daughter, and forget about the fact that he lied to you for...
If only the world was as perfect as your explanation
in my head,
right
I
now.
know.
But it's not. And people want what they think they deserve.
I know. It's
a messed up situation. Absolutely, 100%. She should be doing all those things in Kristin's fantasy world, but she's not.
In my world where people are good and... There's rainbows and unicorns.
And Leo didn't die.
But
he did!
Don't remind me.
Speaking of...
I'm still hurting over that. Like, when you said that, I was like, oh. Speaking of which, I have to go watch Blood and Oil now.
Speaking of relationships is what I was going to say. The moment I've been waiting for. Where are my emoji hands?
Oh my gosh.
Literally, because our other missing members here, we're all in this like chat group together for this show specifically, and I literally was like texting them. I'm like, Who called it? This person.
You know what though? We just got you to Team Leo. You switched back real quick.
I wasn't that attached, okay?
I was
one episode in.
It's not that I don't like Dominic, and it's not that I don't want...
He's so sweet and... Okay, go ahead.
It's not that I don't want April to be happy. It's just that...
He's gone.
I know, but he just died.
She just met him.
Her husband just died. They took a vow.
Yeah, till death. Done.
Oh my god, that's so terrible.
Am I not right?
But I don't know. I feel like it's disrespectful in a way to him. But she sees that and she's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to move on soon. But she still has these feelings for Dominic. And I wanted to be like, girl, you got these feelings for Dominic. Like, where'd those come from? Because you were just married.
No, not where'd those come from. Okay, even when she was entangled in all of Leo's drama, and even after they got married, well, maybe there's a brief time when they got married, she definitely still had feelings for Dominic, but she chose Leo.
Relationships are so complicated.
They are so complicated. However, I love what Sara said. They had a moment, just the two of them this episode, and April was concerned. The same things we were just talking about. My husband just died, but I still have these feelings. Like, she's going back and forth between her own morals and her feelings. And Sara pretty much laid it out on the table. And she's like, Leo was amazing. He was exciting. He was reckless. And you felt madly, deeply in love. But you can't really build a life on that. She's like, I married the reckless person. I married the adventurous person, and look what it got me. Sometimes you need a little more stable. Dominic, you need a little more stability in your life. And that's the person you should pick. Therefore, Dominic. I agree with you, Mama Sara.
I'm not there yet.
We got like 3 months to figure it out before they come back.
Maybe. We'll see.
But they did have a moment. They kissed. However,
but then she was
April
like,
pulled back, which I might do the same.
Yeah.
I
thought it was weird though. She was like, I still have feelings for you too. And then he kissed her, and then she was like surprised.
What else was he supposed to do? What else was he gonna do?
She was surprised by it. And I was like,
yeah, okay.
You opened that door, April.
Yeah. But it was really sweet. Dominic is thinking about leaving, which obviously April does not want him to do. She wants him selfishly to stay in her little bubble.
But she's not saying anything, which is good.
I
honestly think he should go, and he should move to Nashville, like he said, because Nashville's awesome.
Amazing. No, they're meant to be together. And when April decides to run off to Italy, she invites him to go with her.
And that had me confused also.
Why?
Because
they're all friends.
No, I know that. But she's just like, hey, come with me to Italy. We're on our way now. And he's like, okay.
He's a boy. He just literally go throw some boxers in a bag, you're good to go.
But he still has to buy a plane ticket. Unless she's buying it for him.
He's rich.
Is he?
Remember he had all those books.
Oh, okay, because I was like, if someone was like, hey, let's go to Italy, I'll be like, okay, 3 years it'll take me to save for that.
right. This is fantasy world of ABC.
I know.
Okay.
And then also, a last-minute fare to Italy, that's got to be expensive. And then also,
I read April probably paid for it.
And then also, what about his job? Was he just like, hey guys, I'm going to be gone for a couple weeks. I'm actually going to Italy, but I'll text you when I get back. Okay, bye.
All he had to do was flash that smile, show those dimples, and his boss was like,
here you go. Raquel.
Have fun. Yeah, right.
Who we didn't talk about was really helpful last time. Kind
of helpful. Yeah, we kind of glossed
when
over
we
that.
saw her, I was like, whoa, there's Raquel. And then she was back. Really nice. And I was like, this is weird.
She was really nice, but then she manipulated April.
But did she manipulate her? Or
did she know?
Did she know it would help?
That's the mystery of Raquel. We never know if she's doing good or not.
I feel like she was helping.
She would know.
Yeah.
That's how, honestly, that's how people say they want to write books nowadays. You start on blogs. That's what you do nowadays. That's how it is. You build a following, and then you get the book.
She was probably like, if I release this, then some people will comment on it, and it'll make them want it. And she knows the lady who, the
it could
CEO.
have backfired, so she's real lucky.
It could have, but then she's also Raquel, so she doesn't care that much.
All right. We had one other surprise before we get to the finale. Someone came back in Brenna's life. Greer is back.
We love Greer.
No, we already mentioned that Finn and Brenna, they did the naughty, and that caused Finn to get sick. So he's in the hospital, and she's just freaking out. Yeah. He's freaking out. Everybody's freaking out, and they said basically it's time to end this relationship. And
it just started though.
I know, but he's sick. It's the reality of the situation.
It was like they started dating, and then they had sex, and then they broke up. And that was it.
Yeah. Well,
it was a little anticlimactic. Hey, okay, we're done.
Well, Greer returns, and a big surprise. I didn't see that coming.
No.
But Brenna was just way quick to jump back into that relationship. So we'll see how that all plays out.
They're friends.
So yeah, they're friends, but there's always, do your exes show up? You always got crazy business going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, though,
but I think she'll be back next season. So
yes, if there is a next season.
If they get renewed, she's moving back.
So going to Italy for just a moment, April gets more bad news. She can't get into a clinical trial, and she had said before she's going to fight for her life, but the show kind of ended with her kind of in a happy place, and she was ready to go.
Yeah.
Which is really strange. The season literally ended with her overlooking everything, saying she's ready to be peacefully gone, which is just horrible.
It's got to be so exhausting to keep fighting for your life.
Of course.
So, but
still, there's so much. She's got this relationship. Her best friend's having a baby.
That's what I would think would make it harder.
Yeah.
It's like your best friend just found out she's pregnant, and now you're going to let go.
Yeah.
Not be there to, help her, and it's not like she's got family there or anything. She's got April, so.
I know. I didn't really like the way that it ended. But we don't know if the season is coming back. This was episode 13 of season 2. I personally think it will come back. ABC has not said anything yet. But this show has been getting a ton of buzz. Just this morning, E! News was covering it. Italia Ricci was just nominated for a Teen Choice Awards. The show is doing fantastic. I don't see why they would cut this show. However, they ended it on a pretty good note. If they decided to end it.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's why they ended it that way, because they're like,
it could be elusive. It can come back and she fights or dies, or it could just kind of end with her being at peace with the situation she's in. Although there's too many mysteries. I want to figure it out.
I think at least we could go till season 3.
I think so too. I think she dies, though. That's my prediction, by the way.
Well, Italia Ricci did an interview that I was reading, and she said that she always knew that April was going to die because in the Mexican version, I don't know how to pronounce it, but they said, like, she did die. But she died because she...
Had sex?
Yes, she had sex with cancer. No, she beat cancer, and then she got hit by a bus and died.
Look, that's not better.
I know. That's worse.
Not happen. All right, guys, we got to wrap it up here, but send us your predictions. Send us your thoughts and feelings. We have so many thoughts and feelings on this episode, the season finale, and give it a thumbs up. Like go this stuff on Instagram because I would like to see this come back for a third season. Wouldn't you? Yeah,
me too.
So make sure you give it lots of love on social media.
We have to know what happens.
We have to know that Dominic and April end up together, right? Right.
Leo comes back from the grave, guys.
All right, you can tweet me and Instagram me at HeatherGTV. Kristin?
You can tweet and Instagram me at Kristin_Strange.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.